Yesterday, if you were expecting to watch a Premiership match or something, and you tuned into a very popular sports channel, you would have probably been watching an esports competition. A lot of people thought that it was actually a real match going on. And just yesterday, it was the E-Premier League. Esports is a very, very big thing, and it is becoming big and bigger in Nigeria and the rest of Africa. We've got Paulson Chima. He is the CEO of Cade Esports. And, well, that's quite fascinating that esports is becoming even big in Nigeria. Great to have you. Welcome. You're welcome. Yeah. There's a time when it wasn't like this. Esports is blossoming. I mean, recently we had an esports person who has won over $1 million. The first person, $1 million. Yes. Just sitting down, pressing pad and playing. They used to beat me there to play. Now somebody is using it, and how many people have $1 million? Do you know how much is it in Naira? Let's leave it there. Let's not even try to calculate. But people are making that. It is not just fun now. It is business. Talk to me about the evolution. How has esports grown so far, and where is it at the moment in Nigeria?
Okay, so like you said, growing up, esports gaming was seen as like a mere pastime. It wasn't considered something taken seriously back then. But now we've seen the growth of esports, and we're seeing that, you can actually get a career through esports, either by being a player, a content creator, an event, handling events, productions, things like that. So we've seen the growth. And you talked about Anders, who is the guy that won the $1 million in Europe. We also have players here in Nigeria as well. We have won like over $1 million playing in this esports scene. Not just playing the game as well, online in content creation as well. So we are happy to see the growth of esports. Yeah.
Right. So what is Cade Esports doing now? We have something like a Nations Cup for esports. Tell me, let's talk about that.
So the Esports Nations Cup is basically like a World Cup of esports. So we're used to players, representing themselves individually, but now every nation gets to select their best players to represent them. So it's not just about winning now, it's about national pride. Yes. Good. So Cade Esports is the national team partner for the Esports Nations Cup, and we collaborated with other partners like the Game Evolution Esports. We've collaborated with Goodway Gaming and so many other partners to make this work, 10NET, because we are going to be participating in 11 game titles. So we need all the help we can get and all the players.
Let's talk about the titles.
Okay, so first of all, EFC 26 is going to be there. Chess as well.
Okay, chess.
Yeah, chess, yes.
That's quite interesting, because people, at least other people who don't even understand esports, know how important chess is when it comes to building a mind and all of that. So having it as an esports, it's more or less like bridging a gap between traditional sports, as it were, and then this one, getting some kind of. So I like that.
Yes.
I like that.
So chess is going to be there. So PUBG Mobile.
Okay.
PUBG Mobile will be there. So we have one of the best PUBG teams in Africa. So we are hoping to see them perform. MLBB will be there as well. Dota 2, Counter-Strike, those are the.
What combat game is there?
Yeah, Street Fighter. Street Fighter is going to be there. Yeah. So I will actually have some of the best players as well in Street Fighter. So yeah, we're hoping they would represent us well.
But there's still that gap between where we are, Nigeria, maybe Africa, and the rest of the world. They are a little bit quite ahead of us. Would this help towards bridging that gap?
For sure, because like they've looked at this part of the world as we are not serious. We don't have the talents to do this. But once we get to that stage, we show that we are able to compete there globally, and that we have the talent here as well. And what we've lacked is basically just the structure and investments. But this is the beginning of something great happening here in Africa.
Okay, so this is happening in Africa, yeah?
No, something great for Africa.
For Africa, yes. But the Nations Cup
will be happening in Saudi Arabia. Yeah.
Oh, okay, and then we will be competing with the rest of other people and all of that. Yeah, okay, so now to a young boy out there, young girl who wants to get into esports as a profession, where do they start? How do they start? Because I mean, a PS5 is not cheap. It's not something that I can just go on. It's not. You understand? But somebody who maybe has that kind of affinity, how do they pick? How do they start?
Okay, so we do this tournament called the Onile tournament. So we collaborated with over 30 local governments to go to game centers. So they already have all these consoles and the monitors ready for players to come in, learn, and also compete there at a casual level before getting to that professional.
Okay. So for people who are just coming up, it's something they can do, and all of that. So as an organization, yeah, how do you? So is it like you sign people? Do you sign players?
Yes, we sign players as well. There are other esports.
So you mean that we're talking about like as an artist can have a record label?
Yes, exactly.
You're talking about that kind of concept.
Yes.
For esports players.
As well, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
What's it telling? Like, is it financially viable? Because even record label owners will tell you how how volatile it can be.
Yes.
It might not. It's an investment that at times might not pay in different times. You investing in esports. Let's just talk about you as a person. How has it been? How has it been? Is it something that has been financially viable? A lot of us have, or a lot of people who do these esports things, passion and all of that. Yeah. Has it been, as a person investing in esports?
Nigeria, doing esports in Africa, it's hard. It's hard, but we're trying. We're trying to create like a pathway for gamers, and for myself as the CEO of Cade Esports. Trying to create that opportunity, structured leagues, structured tournaments, and when I invest in players as well, when they win, I get some things back. But it's still a growing business. So right now we're just focusing on creating that structure. Yeah.
In next maybe 10 years, because I'm thinking 5 is too short. 15, 20 years. Let's just on the horizon. How far? Where do you see esports in Nigeria? Let's wrap with that.
Okay, right now, esports, not just Nigeria, but esports in general, is the revenue you get to esports, the growth is ×2 of music. And it's massive.
Let's even start. Well, how much Saudi Arabia gave last year? They're just flinging out money like that. But I just want to focus on Nigeria. Where do you see it in the next 10, 15 years?
10, 15 years, I see us on that same level.
With the rest of the world.
Yes.
And it's something that someone can viably go, this is my career, I am an esports player, I am a gamer, a streamer or something.
And like I said, there are other careers you can take in the esports. Not just being a player, not just being a streamer, but a content creator, handling events, like I said, events production, like different parts you can take.
All right, well done, Chima, and this is us wishing you the best.
Thank you so much.
More grease to your elbows. Keep on doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Well done. All right, hope you're able to pick up something there. For those of you who a career path, for those of us that they beat when we're playing games, by now, see, you would have been winning $1 million. You see what you lost? We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. There's more to come.